Let's talk about subqueries. A subquery or a nested query is a piece of SQL that is used within a larger piece of SQL. So I'm going to do an example here. I've got this small bit of SQL here, getting data from this table, returning the folder, and the maximum summon value, the maximum value in this column. And what I want to do is I want to return everything from the same table. For each folder, I want to return anything where the summon value is less than or equal to half of the maximum for each of the folders. So I'm going to use a subquery to do that. There are some rules when it comes to subqueries. So a subquery, every column has to have an alias. So I'm going to give each of my columns an alias. If I run that, now I've got aliases here. Now I've got aliases for each of my columns, I can now create a subquery. So I can interrogate that piece of SQL as if it were a table. I mean, it looks like a table, it's got rows and columns. The next rule is every table, if you're going to do this with a subquery, you've got to give it an alias. So I'm going to give it an alias of T1. There's the data. It's now running this whole script and returning the data that is coming from within those brackets here, my subquery. Now I've got the subquery working, I can use that and do an inner join because it is now a table. Back to my original table, give that an alias on the folder equals the folder, and t1.summon value, ft.summon value is less than or equal to t1.max divided by 2. And if I run that, I get this data, and if I just check that, if I go to ft.folder and ft.summon value, you will see, and I'll just put in there t1.max, you will see all of the results are equal to or less than half of this column. And that's an example of a subquery.